Welcome gamers, to a world where victories are forged, legends are born, and the impossible becomes reality. Today we gon' talk about Prince of Persia series. The Prince of Persia series, developed by Jordan Mechner and first released in 1989, was a revolutionary game that introduced fluid animation and realistic movement in characters. The first game in the series was an instant hit, and players couldn't get enough of the action. The second game in the series, Prince of Persia 2: The Shadow and the Flame, was released in 1993. It was an upgrade from the first game, as it introduced new moves and better graphics. In 1999, Prince of Persia 3D was released, and was the first game in the series to feature 3D graphics. This was a significant advancement but received mixed reviews, and was not as successful as the previous games. In 2003, however, the series was rebooted with Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. The game had a new storyline, improved graphics, and a new gameplay mechanic called Sands of Time, which allowed players to rewind time. This was a game changer and was an instant hit with players. The success of the Sands of Time led to two sequels, Warrior Within and The Two Thrones. Warrior Within was a darker and more violent game, while The Two Thrones returned to the tone of the Sands of Time. Both of these sequels received positive reviews from critics and players alike. In 2008, a new Prince of Persia game was released, simply titled Prince of Persia. This game featured a new visual style and a new storyline. However, it was criticized for its lack of challenge and repetitive gameplay. The latest game in the series, Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands, was released in 2010. It was a return to the series' roots, with a focus on acrobatic platforming and puzzle solving. However, it did not receive as much critical or commercial success as its predecessors. In recent years, there have been no new Prince of Persia games, and the future of the series remains uncertain. The Prince of Persia series is one of the most iconic and influential series in the history of video games. It introduced new animation techniques and gameplay mechanics, and set the standard for platforming and action games.